All behaviour is a form of communication, and our job as parents is to chase the why and search for the emotions that are driving their behaviour so we can interpret what our child is trying to say. The behaviour is just the tip of the iceberg. It is your signal that something is going on with their emotional state. In the moment, set aside the behaviour and what to do about it. Otherwise, you are missing the underlying issue and the behaviour will keep recurring. When we experience any difficult emotion, our amygdala takes over. This is also known as the reptilian brain, the chimp brain, being in fight, flight or freeze mode. The prefrontal cortex, that's the thinking part of the brain, allows you to respond with logic and reasoning. And when we're overrun with a difficult emotion, we don't function well and we can't think straight. It's really helpful to explain to children, even as young as 4 or 5, what is actually going on in their brains. Help them to understand that when their emotions are triggered, the logical thinking part of the brain has actually been hijacked. This is so well illustrated in the Pixar movie Inside Out. Professor Steve Peters wrote this book, The Chimp Paradox, for adults, but he also has this brilliant book, My Hidden Chimp, which helps children, even young children, understand and manage their emotions and behaviour. There is also a link on my website to Gen Mindful, which has developed some genius toys and resources to help even toddlers understand the language and colour of emotions. You can also look up Dr. Dan Siegel. He's got a hand model of the brain, which explains about the creative upstairs brain and the primitive downstairs brain. And his hand model goes like this. Your wrist and your palm are the brainstem, responsible for automatic survival instincts. The thumb is the amygdala. That is the seat of your emotions. And then your fingers are the cortex, the thinking part of the brain, which sit like this over the top. When you are stressed, you're overwhelmed, you're tired, you're angry, that thinking part shuts down and we flip our lid. When children understand this, they become more aware and conscious of when they're about to flip their lid. They first need to calm down so they can think again. Whilst not all behaviour is acceptable, all feeling should be. And tomorrow I'm going to share with you what to do in the moment to help your children get their emotions back to a more neutral place.